What up guys, so here's a quick trick to have an advantage on Relay in case you want to get the airdrop. Now obviously we're not 100% sure that we're gonna be receiving the airdrop or if they're gonna have a token, but just like many other projects, what we do is we try to have an advantage. We try to push some transactions, some volumes, take some money just in case in the future that is a requirement for us to receive the airdrop. So you have probably used Relay in the past, or you're currently using Relay, which to be honest, I do think it is the best bridge at the moment. I do think even better than layer 0. One, because it is cheap. Two, it is like really fast, like within seconds. But there's one thing many people are doing, which is just bridging. But there is another thing that they don't know, is that Relay also has a liquidity platform. So on one side you can bridge, but on the other side you can also provide some liquidity, which obviously means that you're using Relay a little bit more than other people. And if that is a criteria in the future, then obviously it might help. So Relay, obviously we have the website. This is the main website here. You also have the option to use it with Jumper. So let's say I want to send some Ethereum from Base to Arbitrum. I would have the option right here on Jumper to select Relay route. So that is an option. As you can see, it takes 6 seconds in comparison to Target Finance or Layer 0, which is 3 minutes. Even the most expensive one, which is 35 cents, it is still 36 seconds. So yeah, I would rather just use Relay, but I still use Layer 0 from here and there, just in case I get the airdrop in the future. So here's the interesting part with providing liquidity. So right now, this is an abstract wallet, and this is what I'm going to use to show the example. But you can also provide some liquidity using Shape, Redstone, Abstract, Cyber, Ink, BOB, Anime, and Zero Mainnet. Myself, I do prefer using Abstract, Ink, and Zero Mainnet, just because there are chains that are tokenless. So in case in the future there is an airdrop, at least I know that I was adding a little bit of liquidity. So at least I'm participating. And most of the time, when it comes to chains, the most important thing is to provide some liquidity or have some money staked. So I'm going to use Abstract, even though that is not my main wallet. It is my Abstract wallet, but it will work for the example. So we can go ahead and do pool, create a new position. I already have some USDCE. Fee tier, I'm just gonna select the one that says best for most pairs. Then you select your range. So I don't think Ethereum will hit 4.9K anytime soon. So I would just drop it back down to probably 2,980, more or less. And then here I'm gonna increase it to maybe 2,000. Obviously, if it changes, if it gets outside of my range, I can just claim my money and then reopen another position. So right here, what I would do is click max. As you can see, it will add the amount automatically for me. Just do preview, check everything. So this is the minimum price, this is the maximum price. So as long as it stays within my range, I'm gonna make some money, earn some fees, and obviously it will show that I'm actively participating and adding some liquidity for Relay. You go add, confirm. Again, this is not my main wallet, this is an abstract wallet, but again, it will work for anything you want. It is basically the same process. So we do loading, confirm, and then there we go. So now we have our position open. So if I click here, you guys can see liquidity, 35 bucks. With time, I will be able to claim some fees. It is actually pretty decent. Like I've made a few bucks from just $30 So not bad at all. So yeah, super easy. Hopefully you can use this and maybe get an advantage when it comes to using Relay. As simple as that. You don't need to allocate a crazy amount of money, but I do think it might be worth it in the future, just in case they use that as a criteria for maybe a multiplier or getting more tokens. And also, if you can provide liquidity on chains that are tokenless, then you're more or less hitting a 2-in-1 airdrop. That's it. We'll be adding the link in the description. Any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Peace out.